Did you know there was once a gun that defied the very concept of gravity? Sounds ridiculous, right? But stick with me, because this one weapon is not only real, it will make you question how much you understand about firearms and even physics itself. Meet the V3 cannon, a gun so peculiar, so ahead of its time, it becomes a symbol of audacity and impossibility. So let's dive into this remarkable chapter of firearms history that almost sounds pulled out of a science fiction novel. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do you mean by defied gravity? Here's what's so extraordinary about this weapon. Designed during World War II by the Germans, the V3 cannon wasn't just oversized. It was engineered to do something unimaginable: shoot artillery shells that could travel up to 100 miles. Yes, you heard that right, 100 miles. But the real kicker? This cannon did it by counteracting gravity to an astonishing degree, using a principle called multi-charge propulsion. Let's break this down. Traditional cannons use a single propellant to push their projectile out of a barrel. But the V3 was no ordinary cannon. It was built on a slope, nearly 425 feet long, with multiple small gunpowder charges lined along the barrel. Each charge was set to fire in sequence, precisely as the projectile passed by. The result? Instead of losing momentum due to gravity and drag as it traveled, the projectile gained velocity in a staggered, controlled pace. In essence, gravity's grip was loosened, allowing the shell to fly at an almost unimaginable distance. Hence the term gravity-defying. But here's what adds even more to this jaw-dropping tale: the V3 cannon's target. The Germans had one city in their crosshairs: London. The plan was to bombard the British capital from France with relentless artillery fire that the Allies couldn't counter easily due to the cannon's unprecedented range. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? In fact, this weapon was nicknamed the London Gun. However, things didn't go exactly as planned. Despite being a mind-bending concept and an engineering marvel, the V3 cannon faced insurmountable challenges. The sheer size of the barrel made it an easy target for Allied bombing runs. Before it could fully unleash its gravity-defying wrath, most of the installations were destroyed. Still, a few test firings were conducted, but the weapon never reached its intended grandeur. But wait, here's an even more intriguing question. Why is this not common knowledge? Well, the V3 cannon was part of a highly classified set of experiments and projects. After Germany's surrender, much of this technology was dismantled and kept under wraps. Even today, few know the extent of its capabilities. Some historians even speculate whether we've fully understood the science behind it, or if there were principles we missed that could push this idea even further. It raises an ethical quandary, too. Should the limits of firearms technology ever push against the laws of physics, as the V3 cannon did? And where would this trajectory take us in the future? Certainly, the weapon's creators saw it as a groundbreaking opportunity. Still, shooting further and faster comes at a price, often leaving moral and scientific dilemmas in its wake. So, here's something to ponder. Does the story of the V3 cannon signify human innovation at its finest? Or does it serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pushing boundaries in pursuit of military superiority? Like it or not, this gravity-defying gun changed how we think about firearms technology. It's a fleeting glimpse of what happens when ambition dares to defy the impossible. And there you have it. The gun that defied gravity. A weapon caught between the realms of science and speculation. What do you think? Would this weapon have rewritten history if it were perfected? Or was it always destined to be a fascinating yet impractical idea? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to follow for more astonishing tales from the history of firearms. This is one series you don't want to miss. Who knows what incredible story we'll uncover next?